Hi, welcome to the video. So let me first say that this is not a sponsored video. I'm going to mention some companies' names, but they did not pay me anything, give me any freebies, give me any discounts. I bought their products, I'm happy with them, so I'm going to say who they are and give them credit. So this really is the first new guitar I've gotten in about 20 years. If you watch my other videos, you'll notice that's probably not that surprising since I use the same guitar in every video that I've done up until now, which is over 160 videos. The guitar I was using that was a Warmoth custom. Warmoth sells bodies, necks, parts, and you can customize them to exactly how you want them. This is also a Warmoth. Why did I wait so long to get a new guitar? Plain and simply, I'm just cheap. Is what it comes down to, and I kind of have the feeling if it's not broken, why fix it? But about a year ago, Mike from Art of Guitar, a former student and friend of mine, bought my old Ibanez UV7 from 1990, and that gave me the money and the excuse to kind of buy a new one, so I got this one made. When you get stuff from Warmoth, it's just basically a box of parts, and you have to put it together yourself. I'm not confident in my ability to do that, so a tech that I've had working on my other guitar before, Johnny from Overman Guitars in St. Paul, I had to put everything together, and I'm completely satisfied with it. I think he did a great job on it, so I'm glad that I didn't do it myself because it probably would have turned out as nice. Basically what it is it's a black Korina is the wood on the body. It's a solid chunk of wood. The body shape is, according to the Warmoth website, because I'd never seen this shape before, it's from a Zeta Mirror 6 from 1989, which was a MIDI controller guitar that they just made for a couple years. So kind of a unique shape. I kind of liked it, and it's got cutaways on the front and back, making it comfortable to against your body and having your arm go over it. The one thing that isn't comfortable though, and didn't anticipate, I kind of wasn't paying enough attention, it's got a sharp point here, which is fine as long as you keep it exactly here. But if you start turning it all, that point goes directly into your thigh. So that's minor issue though. I'll just put a pad on my leg or something to keep it from getting too sore. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of improvising while I'm talking. I'll give you some more specs and details on this. So basically, it's I'm using Dimarzio LiquiFire in the neck and Crunch Lab in the bridge position, which are both John Petrucci signature pickups. That's why I'm wearing my Dream Theater shirt. But big fan, but that's not why I got them, because I'm really not trying to duplicate their sound. I'm pretty much playing clean all the time, and I just wanted something that I thought I could get good sound from on it. Having separate controllers on this is what is helping me too. I made the mistake last time of when I got my Warmoth of only putting volume knobs. So this one has separate volumes and a concentric knob that has separate tones for both pickups. So right now I'm running both pickups going, which is usually I do for clean. But the volume and tone turned down to about 7 on the bridge and then 10 on the neck. Because I like the warmer sound, but not, it becomes too much if it's just the neck, in my opinion, or too bright if it's just the bridge, unless I'm using distortion. But for clean, I like a mix of the two. So that really lets me balance it out more. And I just got this guitar yesterday, so I'm still fine-tuning how I'm going to set things for the tone. The neck is a roasted maple with ebony fretboard. I like the roasted maple because I can do it without any finish. When you roast the maple, it makes it more stable, so it's not going to warp and you don't have to put a finish on it. The frets are jumbo frets. The fingerboard is a 16-inch radius, and what that means is basically if you think if you're cutting like the top off a circle, the bigger the circle, the flatter that top is. The smaller it is, the more rounded it becomes. So a 16-inch radius one is a fairly flat one. Well, if you went to a smaller number, it's going to be more rounded on top, and I prefer the flat. It also has a flatter neck profile. It's got what Warmoth describes as a wizard cut variation, which basically is taking a strat neck and then shaving off the back, so like an Ibanez. So it's flatter and thinner. I'm using shallower locking nuts and bridge. I use those ones on the last guitar and never had a problem with them in 20 years of playing it all the time. I like this bridge because a lot of time it's very flat, as you can see, and I don't use a tremolo. I had a flow rose on my UV7 and it drove me crazy. So I can rest my hand and move across. There's no sharp edges and it doesn't knock anything out of tune or anything like that. So like the bridge, that's why I'm using that one again. The let's see, well, so it's a Gibson scale. My last one was a Fender one, and that always didn't feel as good to me because my first guitar was a Gibson scale, so I wanted to go back to that. The dots are Arizona turquoise, and that's most of the details I think on it. So I think I'll leave it at that, and you'll see it in my upcoming videos. And thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks.